Mika Creates. My name's Rechelle. I'm a special guest for this lovely feast Mika has prepared for us, and we can't wait to share it with you. Come and join us.
So today we're having shabu shabu, and Rechelle's my special guest. Rechelle, can you tell them what we're having?
I'm gonna do my best. Okay. I've had these before, but I've never quite pronounced them. These are enoki mushrooms, beach mushrooms, spinach, firm tofu, napa cabbage, radish kimchi radish, udon noodles, thinly sliced pork. We have thinly sliced ribeye over here. We have clams, and we have shrimp dumplings, and that's not the correct name. What is it, Mika?
It's Chinese dumplings, and it's called shumai.
Shumai dumplings. Can't wait to try those. And for our beverage refreshment, we are having Japanese soda, Calpico. It is non-carbonated soda drink, and this flavor is white peach, and we can't wait to break into it.
Hi folks, I'm Mika, and thanks for stopping by. So Rechelle, you may have seen her from last year. She was on my channel, and we did a seafood boil, right?
Yes, we did.
Do you remember what we had?
We had everything. We had lobster, we had king crab legs, we had fingerling potatoes, we had yuca.
Wow.
I wanted to say yucca, right? But it's yuca.
The fact that you remember that
and now it's delicious. And we had mussels and clams, and the sauce was amazing. I hope you guys have made that sauce by now. We had Mama Somebody's fried lobster recipe.
Mommy Tang. No, I'm sorry.
Mama Jean or something.
No, Bila. The way she fried it. Yeah.
Yes, deep fried lobster. And we had regular lobster, which we never got to. And I still cry about that to this day. But it was a lot, and it was messy, and it was delicious, and it was so much fun.
So, thank you. To good friends. Good food.
Yes.
And enjoy your lunch. What do you think?
Oh, that's delicious.
It's white peach calpico.
So good.
I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm Puerto Rican. We say calpico.
Calpico.
Okay, so I turned on the hot pot. This is mildly spicy. I made this sauce myself. And these are shiitake mushrooms. This is Korean radish. Let me show you right here. I added soy sauce. I used a whole bunch of anchovies, seaweed, chicken stock, pork stock, and a Korean seasoning. I don't know what it's called. And it's delicious. I'm just saying it's delicious.
I don't know yet, but I'm sure I'll agree.
Can you have me that radish kimchi, please?
Absolutely.
So I love kimchi. You guys know I love kimchi, but I really love radish kimchi, and it's rare that I see it like this. Thank you. That's. I want this sauce. All right.
Going into.
And we got our little dumper right here.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was supposed to announce the dumper.
Our little dumper. And I'm gonna put. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some veggies in, or whatever it is that you want. It cooks pretty quickly. So I just put tofu on my side. I'll put tofu on your side.
Okay, thank you.
So typically, when I can't say that this is shabu shabu. Like, let's be honest, because shabu shabu, like traditionally shabu shabu, doesn't have like spice in it, and it's a very, very simple broth. And then the veggies, ouch. The veggies are what give it the flavor, and the meat, as you.
The cabbage is my favorite.
Yeah, me too. It's so
Choy
delish.
is my favorite.
So delish. So these are gonna cook,
Okay.
and then you can put in some of the mushrooms I can't reach.
Can't reach.
No, can't reach.
I'm a blocker.
So.
Woo!
So.
How delicate was that?
You can pull it.
All right.
To separate it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Okay, do we want to go all in?
Yeah. Let's go all in.
All in.
All in. Let's do it.
Good.
All right,
We've
perfect.
got some skaters.
Some enoki.
These are beach.
We can get some enoki up in here.
Yeah. I'm not done with these little guys yet.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. Woo-hoo.
So these veggies are going to give it a lot of flavor. Then we're going to move that over, and then
Try and break these up or to put it in.
Oh yeah, break these up. So this is a pack of enoki mushrooms, and you can just break those up and then leave them there.
Okay.
And so again, you know, I love me some finger foods, you guys. Familia, this is going to be bombdiggity.com. I'm just saying. Now we have some meat products. So if you can put in some ribeye on both sides, and I'm going to get
Piece by piece,
tofu.
Mika.
Yes. So I'm going to show you how to grab it. This is one piece right here.
Yes.
It's hard, but there we go.
I did one piece a minute ago.
So that's good.
Oh, one piece?
Yeah, because it cooks really quickly.
Okay. What about pork? No?
You can throw in one pork too. Yeah, one of each. So, shabu, shabu, shabu. This is not really shabu shabu. This is really hot pot. Let's be honest.
Hot pot, hot pot, hot pot.
Oh yeah, yeah. Today we're going to talk about sobriety. So Rechelle and I are both sober,
That's right.
and some of you already know.
Yes.
I'm 11 years sober, and my friend Rechelle is.
I just turned 10.
Yeah, boo!
Yes.
So,
Took me 25 to get it.
what she means is it took her 25 years to get 10 years. Does that make sense? You're like, how is that?
Super smart. I did everything the hard way. You missed the prayer, but it was a good one. She made me cry.
We're little emotional beings. Woo! All right.
Oh, my meat. I gotta get the meat.
Yes.
Pork?
So,
Put the pork in there.
your pork takes a little bit longer.
Okay, good.
So, here's the two sauces. You could try. We're going to share this one, and then the sesame sauce, you have your own.
Okay. I lost my
She
pork.
has her own. It's in there. All right.
Ooh. See, when it's short, you can't see.
Right, close. All right.
It's done.
It's done.
Did you get yours out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you already ate it?
My meat.
Oh.
Okay. Put my pork in this
Oh,
one.
man.
Try it.
Okay.
It's super hot. Look at that. Woo! I love my food hot. So I'm like, if it burns the roof,
I can't
the roof is on fire.
I can't do that. I'm not down for that.
Mmm. Mmm. You guys, it's so delicious. Excuse me.
Wow.
You like it?
That sauce is delicious. Mm.
I'll put a shumai in each of ours.
Thank you. Are the veggies done enough yet?
Oh yeah, they are.
You need some veggies.
One of my favorite things is tofu. It just absorbs all the flavor. That's basically what tofu does. Just absorbs.
Yes. So, right.
How do we meet?
How did we meet?
Remember? Remember?
I do. You want me to tell the story?
Mm-hmm. She's a storyteller.
That's what they told me yesterday. I'm like, no, girl. So, ironically, my mother had just passed away, and I was not doing anything about sobriety as far as feeding my spirit, taking care of myself. I was just holding on, waiting for the shoe to drop, and the shoe dropped. And it was 5 days before Christmas. And I had a friend, and she said, Rechelle, you're going to kill yourself. You're going to have to come with me. So she took me to this meeting place where she goes, and I met Mika. And she just loved me and hugged me, and there was all kinds of other people there, and they just loved on me and hugged on me, and I just cried. For months, I just cried. Every time. And
Wait, but you have to eat and talk.
I have to eat
I know.
and talk with my mouth full.
I know.
My
That's how
favorite
we-
thing.
That's how we roll.
So I started just going there every week, hanging out with these girls, and they were on fire. They were doing everything they needed to be doing for their sobriety, and I was watching them, and I was watching their light shine bright, and my light was out. And I wanted what they had, and I wanted to have a bright light, but I didn't want to do what they were doing to get the bright light. But eventually I got into enough pain, and I started doing what they were doing, and now I have light.
I don't know you like to see that.
Me and Mika, we were friends for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And, she'd be like, we're going camping. I'm like, oh, okay. When? Let's go.
She was down, man.
Yeah. Shoot up and show up, and they laughed at me because I brought all my purple stuff.
Show them your glass.
I had to have the purple glass. My car's purple, my bedroom's purple, the walls are purple.
Purple and butterflies.
Mm-hmm. So,
Side note,
you take it from there.
the color purple is the color of royalty. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So she went camping. I mean, this girl had everything set. She had her little mattress,
So good.
her purple stuff. It's good, right?
So good.
Her purple stuff, her pillow. She made a little table in her tent. I mean, I'm telling you, it was
a
like,
nightstand.
she was not, thank you, a nightstand. It was like she wasn't camping. Everybody else was camping and dirty, and that girl rolled out of her tent as if she had a shower in her tent. Oh, yeah,
Dumpling.
there it is.
Yes.
So,
So I just became, whoopsie, part of what they were doing, and I just fell in love with Mika, and
I fell in love with Rechelle.
she became my go-to at camp.
She took her friend. Her friend actually took her to this meeting.
Yeah. And I was dying, and she knew it. And she spoke to me, I couldn't believe the way she spoke to me. Rechelle, you're dying, and you're playing Russian roulette with your sobriety, and you better get busy, and I'm gonna pick you up, and I'm gonna take you there, and you're gonna do this.
You know who you are.
Enough. Then she drove me home, and she dropped me off. She said, you got a car, and you got gas, and I better see you there next week, and if you have a problem, you let me know, but now you know where it is, and I expect you to be there.
And that was her friend.
And I'm like, whoa, I must be in worse shape than I even think. So I did what she said, and it saved my life. It saved my life. It saved my sobriety. I had about 6.5 years at that time, and I just took 10. And without people like that showing up in my life, I'd be at home, surrounded by butterflies and purple.
Right.
And I don't know how sick I'd be if I'd even still be sober.
You should still be alive, let's be honest.
But it wouldn't be good. Okay. So that's how we met.
Yes.
So you take it from there.
So then,
Then there's more.
hold up, wait a minute, I need another piece of meat in it.
There's more.
now is a group of women that want to do the same thing, stay sober, and live life, our best life. Imagine this. Like, how terrible is life right now?
Right?
Rechelle just started hanging with us, and she asked me if I can help her. So I'm kind of like her mentor. It's like a
Life coach.
life coach, but we call it sponsor. And we just help each other stay accountable and things like that. So, ever since I started helping her, it's a two-way street. I want you to understand that. It's a two-way street. Like, I need her as much as she needs me. So, we started helping each other, and we started building this beautiful friendship.
Yeah, yes.
And all these years later, and we still have a really incredible friendship. And you guys, like, one of the best things in my life, oh God, no.
Don't do it! Don't do it! It's gonna happen. You might like it. I love it when the camera's not on. Did you get your beef?
Maybe.
Where's the beef?
Yes, I did. One of the things that I love about being sober is when you help somebody, they come in really sick, just like I was, like spiritually not well, like life is hopeless, and like you don't think you're gonna get out of this vicious circle,
Yes.
and you can't see a way out.
I was going to see my mom. I was done being here.
In other words, she wanted to die. And the biggest gift in my whole life, it's better than any drink, any drug, but to be able to have a hand, just a little tiny hand, in the recovery of somebody else's life, to see people that were completely miserable and unhappy and depressed and full of anxiety and no hope, and to see them start to change over a period of time is so incredibly powerful. And I've been able to witness that in my friendship with Rechelle. It's one of the brightest spots in my life. Sorry.
I have been able to witness that in others. Just this week, a friend was in a really dark place, and I was able to connect somebody to her in her area, up in the Marietta area, and she has hope today too. About 3 days worth of hope, and God used me to be there, and God used Mika to be there, and God used my friend to be there. I almost said her name. To be there, and if I don't show up and come over and get in and get, suit up, show up, put your clothes on, get out the door.
Go to meetings.
This doesn't happen because you guys aren't coming to my house, knocking on my door, going, "Hey, Rechelle, I came over because I want to cook you some lunch and feed your soul and your spirit."
Right.
You gotta get dressed and come out for that. This is really, really good.
Like you actually have to go out and get the food, spiritually and physically, right?
Yes.
Like it's not realistic that every day somebody's going to go to your house and drop off some food. Like that's not real.
So Mika talks about how it's, such a beautiful, bright spot, but I want you to know that I told you I was really slow, It takes me, 25 years to get 10. This is so good.
I need to reach over.
So Mika talks about how beautiful this process is to watch. And I understand that because I got to watch that myself
And you help some women.
in a couple of the women that I get to be the front row seat to their transformation. But you gotta listen to a lot of stuff. And Mika has listened to a lot of stuff. And she's been a very good listener. And I am trying to focus on learning how to listen. Not listening, waiting to say something, but to listen and hear what they're saying and embrace it with them. Because that's where they're at. And that's what Mika has taught me. in the last 4 years.
Well, and I think it's like, again, it's an exchange of sisterhood, or if you're a guy, brotherhood, whatever. But I can tell you that
Going in.
somebody who is hopeless, like me and Rechelle, and to see Rechelle help another person, and to see that person from hopeless to hopeful, and like live a life, we're talking about, and generally speaking, a judge that hasn't been able to go back to work because he got caught loaded. Right?
Ooh, hot.
We're talking about mothers who get their kids taken away, or they give up their kids for drugs and alcohol. That think like their life is never going to be better, it's never going to be okay. They lost their kids forever. And we start to see, in some cases, women get back their kids, they end up living really great lives, they end up having great careers.
Oh, yeah.
Judges, God opens, or a higher power opens up another door for them to do something even more meaningful and purposeful than being a judge. I mean, we've seen so many incredible things. We talk about miracles.
Ooh, I love the miracles. But that's the big stuff, right? But like I had a conversation this morning with a girl who's asked me to help her. And it was like I was talking to somebody I never talked to before. Because her ability has changed in her primary relationship. And I'm like, and she's not too pleased with herself, and I'm like jumping for joy because this girl doesn't see the victories, but they're huge. She passed on an opportunity to say this. She didn't do what she did last time this happened. I mean, those everyday little things that improve relationships, gain peace today, right now, no matter what's going on. That's the best. That's the best. I love it.
I think Rechelle made a really big point. It's like just learning how not to get in the ring. You know what I'm talking about? Like when somebody's pushing your buttons and you know they're pushing your buttons, and what do you normally do? You bait. You eat the bait. And there you are, getting into an argument with them, right? Trying to prove you're right to be right. And it's like you start to learn slowly but surely, not perfect, but slowly but surely, like, you know what? It's not worth for me to get in the ring. I'm just going to turn around and walk away. I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to be a part of the chaos. That is a miracle when people like us walk away.
Oh, yeah. You ring the bell, here I come.
Ding, ding.
I'm in. I'm all in.
Yeah.
And you might be out, but I'm still in.
So anyway, we have an incredible life today.
Yes.
We may not have all the things that we want to have, but we all have all the things that we need. Everything that we need. I mean, we're eating like queens right now.
This is so good. So they always told me when I first got here, just because they ring the bell doesn't mean you have to go.
True.
And I knew that to be true. My beef is getting well done.
There's your shumai
Thank you.
Chinese dumpling.
This is so delicious.
Delish. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and I gotta get the tofu.
Oh, the tofu is one of my favorites.
Well done, tofu.
And there's clams in there. Do you get any clams yet?
No, we need help. Okay, so, and also to thank God for what He gave me, what He removed from me, and what He left me with. Like simple. But it took me a long time to be able to do that because I'm not letting go of anything. I'm gonna have to rip it from my cold, dead hands. You can name that movie if you like, but I relate. So today what I'm left with is a lot more peace than I ever thought possible for a girl like me who, if there was no drama or chaos, I didn't know what to do. So I made sure there was always extra. Now when it gets quiet, I'm like, I think something's wrong with me. It's quiet. But my head has calmed down. And this is all without help. I used to have a lot of help to get quiet.
I'll tell you that some of my best days are being at home alone, doing a puzzle in total silence. I was never, ever, 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 ever able to, first of all, be alone for a long period of time and have a quiet head. Like my thinking, my head's always running. Where's
my little clams?
They're on your side. They're on your side. We got one right here. We're trying to get some clams. Here's one.
Uh-oh. That goes into the dumper. It's just the shell.
So your clam.
I gotta find the clam.
So these are the clams. Look at how tiny this is. They're little clams, but boy.
Oh, there they are.
Good.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That is so good. Tofu.
So my jam is not puzzles. I'm a planner girl.
She does a planner like a
scrapbook.
Yeah.
So I used to be a scrapbook girl, in the 80s when my kids were little. And now I'm just a planner girl who keeps it like, a planner and a scrapbook. And if you hashtag planner girl, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I could just, stay at home forever doing that. But it's not good for me. So I do some of that and some of this and some of that and the other thing. Yeah. And today I am eating live on YouTube.
Imagine that.
And there's a scripture that Paul wrote, and I'm not a religious girl, but I do know what that book says. And he said, I think, he was talking to the Corinthians, because most of his letters were to them. He said, I thank my God for you. And I don't know where it is, but I know I could find it if I had to. And that's how I feel about Mika. I thank my God for her. Don't cry. There's no crying in baseball or hot pop.
Go Dodgers.
Woo!
Go Dodgers. Oh man.
Yes.
Love me some Dodgers. Born raised. Bleed blue.
I'm gonna be quiet.
She is. That's all right.
I like the Dodgers, but I'm an Angels girl.
Oh, crud.
Crud.
Dang.
Got extra?
Yep.
Extra's good. I'm gonna try my sesame sauce. Woo! Look at that. Rice is flying out of my face. Sorry.
Really quickly, I want to remind you guys that my goal by the end of the summer is to have 1,000 subscribers, and you can help me do that.
Like, share, subscribe. Come on.
Yeah.
You know you want to. You know.
I hope that our content entertains you. I hope that It makes you feel a part of. If you eat alone every day and you can turn on the TV and put it on YouTube and watch Mika Creates, watch my channel.
I do that all the time, and I'm not even on the video.
What do you do?
I eat, I craft,
And you watch
I watch YouTube. I watch Mika Creates, and I feel like I'm having a conversation with her. That's why I love her channel, because I know her, and we do life together, and so I'm like eating with her. And even though you may not know her, I can promise you that that's what it's like to eat with her. So I like this kimchi.
the radish kimchi.
I'm
It's
a big
delicious.
fan of kimchi.
Mm.
So, I read the comments and I also comment frequently on Mika's channel. So, I would love to hear what you think of this mukbang, first of all. If you're sober, if you know anybody sober,
You know anybody who's struggling?
yes.
Definitely
Oh,
write in.
yes. And, would you eat this? Would you eat this? Would you make this? And what is your favorite dish? Get the conversation started, man. Come on, it's summer. What are we doing?
So good.
I wish you were here.
It's too spicy? No, right? I made it mild
I know, she does that for me.
because I like it spicy.
You need a Mika.
I like it spicy.
You know, Mika. Girl, this is so good. We haven't even done enough damage.
Hashtag truth. We have some more of that ribeye.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna put some more tofu. I don't usually care for tofu.
But in this hot pot, it's got a lot of flavor.
It does.
It's good.
Now it's time
Oh, we forgot the
for
noodles.
udon. So this is what we eat at the end. I want to be able to put it in our hot pot so we can share it with you guys.
What do you get at the end?
Yeah. You're like, but we're not done. I know. I want to share it with them. I don't want to make this an hour-long video.
Oh, her bowl is empty. I've been doing all the talking. Man,
I'm going to put it
I
right
hate
here.
that when you have a guest and then they just like take over the show.
No, that's the point. That's the point. They hear me all the time. But isn't it refreshing to hear like somebody else's perspective, see somebody else on my channel?
Yeah.
You were surprised on the intro, right?
Once a week, right? Once a week I need to come over and be served.
Mm-hmm. Know that I love to cook too.
Yeah.
So
She's
that's part
always
of it.
cooking even when no one's here. Did you see the popcorn video?
I love
She makes the best popcorn ever.
I take it to our meetings sometimes and share it with everybody.
It goes quick.
It does. But I do hope that you guys tried it at home. I'm telling you, it's a no fail. No fail. Like, you cannot, there's no way. It'll taste like movie butter popcorn every single time. If you don't burn it, obviously.
So I didn't know you were supposed to like flavor and season your popcorn with that. I thought that's what you cook it in.
Most people think that.
Oh, okay.
That's the secret. Right there. Okay. I'm going to teach him how to make jalapeno popcorn.
Oh
That's so good. So good. That's so sweet.
That's how I am.
It's thoughtful, seriously.
I love big and I hurt hard.
Hmm. That should be on a shirt.
Right? Because it's backwards, right? Because it's like
Right.
love hard, no. Love big, hurt hard, no. That's what I said. What is
Yeah.
backwards isn't gonna work for me today. I love big. I'm gonna hurt hard. And that's the way it is, and I've accepted it. Because you know what? I like meat today. Couldn't always say that, but today, I
Me neither. I couldn't either. The udon is ready.
It is. I'll try that.
So I'm gonna put this.
Clubs of beef.
Thank you.
I need another beef.
All right, I'm gonna
This
get
is
mine.
really good, really thin, really tender. I mean, if it was a little bit thinner, it would be
Paper.
It would be that stuff, carpaccio.
Oh yeah.
It really would. It's that tender.
Carpaccio.
Carpaccio.
Doesn't it make you feel like you're Italian? Carpaccio. Poncho.
Yeah, Italian. Did I hurt you?
No,
Splash you with the hot juice from the
I
hot
did.
pot?
I may have done that too.
Oh, there's a big tofu right there for you, Mika.
No, grab it. I'm
I'm
good.
still working on mine.
I know, she still has rice in her bowl.
But she made me do all the talking.
I did.
Mm,
Most of it.
I'm trying not to talk so much. I'm trying to listen.
How do you guys think she's doing?
Yeah. Hashtag no.
No, she's a good listener. That was terrible of me. I was just playing people. I was just playing.
Not doing very good.
She has a sense of humor.
I do.
This beef.
Oh, this one's done. Want it? Just put another one in there.
In my bowl. I ate all my rice. I have udon.
Who's that guest you had that couldn't use her little chopsticks?
Put your plate up above it. It's easier. There you go.
All right.
You got it. Wait, but over my feet. There you go. See that?
Woo!
Yes.
Missed it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have to try the udons.
The udon noodles. So udon noodles are Japanese noodles. They're Japanese.
Come out.
And it's been sitting in that broth. Ooh! It's been sitting in that broth.
This is so good.
We're going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed my guest, Rechelle.
How could you not?
Please comment. Yes. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. When you comment, please be kind. And be aware that your kids might be watching this, so please be clean and respectful.
Yes.
And share, subscribe. There's also a notification bell. So if you hit that notification bell after you subscribe, it'll let you know every single time I upload a new video. All right?
Yes.
Thank you, familia. I love you, mi gente. And thank you for your support. And thank you, Rechelle.
Thank
I
you
love
for
you, love
having
you.
me. Bye.
Bye. Until next time.